Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your girl JustT, y'all. I'm back at you with a little recipe, and I hope that everyone is having an awesome day today. Even though it's raining here, y'all, it's all raining and stuff, but I hope you guys are doing well and blessed. So today, guys, we're going to make some goulash. Some goulash. I have been wanting some goulash for a minute now. I'm like, you know what? Let's go ahead and make that. So in order to get started, you guys gonna need some ground beef. I'm using this is 80/20 ground beef, and this is about a pound of ground beef right here. And I have some mushrooms that I'm gonna add into there for my husband. I'm leaving them whole because I don't eat mushrooms, so I want to be able to see them. He loves mushrooms, so we're gonna put some of those in here. And I've already cut up my vegetables. I have a small white onion. I have a medium-sized green bell pepper, and over here I have one poblano pepper as well. Those are not spicy, really nice. A lot of it's a Mexican pepper. A lot of times they use it in their chilies and different Mexican dishes. And also the orange, that is a Scotch bonnet pepper. So I'm going to make mine a little spicy. Now, you don't have to put that Scotch bonnet in yours, of course, but y'all know I like a little spice in my life. But if you like spicy, go ahead and add that Scotch bonnet pepper in there. And also, we're going to be using some tomato paste. Always buy the one in the tube. You're going to need a can, and both of these cans are 14-ounce cans that I'm going to show you. But this is chicken broth, 14-ounce can, and also a 14-ounce can of diced tomatoes. Going to need that. You're going to need some minced garlic. If you have fresh garlic, I would definitely use that one over the minced. I actually didn't feel like chopping up no garlic today, so some type of spaghetti sauce. And I have 1 jar of spaghetti sauce, and you're going to need your elbow macaroni shells as well. We're not going to use this entire box, but I'll let you know how much we use when we get ready to add those in. Seasonings, black pepper. You're going to need some black pepper. Going to need some basil. Now, you don't have to buy these big, these big old containers of these seasonings and everything. You can always still, buy the smaller ones. But I cook a lot, so I usually just buy the big ones if I can. Gonna need some garlic powder. Also going to need some Italian seasoning. I need to get some more of that. Look at there. Also, we're going to use some seasoned salt. Going to use some paprika. And last but not least, I'm going to use 1 envelope of sazon. Alright? So I'm going to move over to the stove, and we're about to get this meat in there and get going, y'all. Alright? Be right back. Okay, so I added that ground beef into the pot, because this is going to be a 1-pot dish, guys. 1 pot. Easy cleanup, okay? Ain't nobody got time to be washing a bunch of dishes today. 1 pot, guys. I'll cook everything right in here. So let me turn this up a little bit. So I'm going to work with this on a medium-high heat, and you want to cook this until your ground beef is brown. And also, what you're probably going to have to do is drain off the excess fat that's going to come from that as well before you start adding in your vegetables. Because once this is brown, then we're going to start adding in the vegetables when it's almost brown. But I'll show you that. I'll be back in a minute and I'll let you guys know, and we'll move over to the next step. Okay, guys, so we're back, and see, it still has a little pink in there, but we're going to finish cooking that. But now we're just going to add all those vegetables inside of it. So I'm working on a medium-high heat still. I'm going to add my envelope of sazon in there. And then I'm going to add all of those vegetables right in there. And we're going to cook those for a little while. I'm also going to add the garlic in here as well. Okay, and so now I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of minced garlic in there as well. And just mix this all up. And what I'm going to, and you want to, while you're cooking this on ground beef and everything, when you're cooking it and browning it, make sure you're going in and you're chopping it up so that it's not big chunks. And so I'm going to cover this up. I have this on a medium high heat, medium to medium high. One is on like a 6.5. So I'm going to cover this up and I'm going to let this cook for about 5 minutes. I'm going to get those vegetables nice and translucent. Okay guys, so welcome back, and I let that cook for 5 minutes. And now we're about to start adding in our other ingredients, our seasonings, and also I'm going to add in those mushrooms now. Add those in there, and also I'm just going to squeeze some of that tomato paste. Just squeeze some in there, probably about a tablespoon. Gonna give this a stir. I'm still working right now on a medium-high heat as well. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I'm freaking hungry. And now we're gonna do our seasonings. And now I have my Italian seasoning. I'm gonna do a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. Tablespoon of that. I'm also going to do a tablespoon of garlic powder. Add a tablespoon of garlic powder in there. Basil, I'm going to do a half of a tablespoon of basil. Paprika, I'm going to do a half of a tablespoon of paprika. Seasoned salt, same thing, half of a tablespoon of seasoned salt. Black pepper, half of a teaspoon. About a teaspoon of black pepper. Give this all a stir real quick. Stir this all up. This is going to be awesome, y'all. And like I said, it's going to be so easy. One pot. Easy cleanup. Easy peasy, baby. Oh, that smells so freaking good. And now we're going to add in that can, that 14-ounce can of those diced tomatoes. Leave the juice in there. And also we're going to add into here that can of chicken broth as well. Pour that on in there. And the tomato paste. I have to open that. Let me open this up real quick. And with the jar of tomato sauce, I'm just going to, this is a what jar? This is a 24-ounce jar. So I'm going to start out using half of this jar, okay? And you're going to want to bring all of this to a broil. A little bit more than half. A little bit more than half. You want to just bring this to a boil, and then we're going to cut it down a little bit and let it just cook, so that everything can kind of come together, all those seasonings and everything can marry one another. I'm going to cover it up. And I'm going to keep this on like a medium heat. And I'm going to let this cook for about 10-15 minutes. And then that's when we'll come back and we're going to add in that macaroni. Okay guys, so welcome back. And I let this, so far it's been cooking for about 10 minutes on medium-high heat. So I got it, it's at a boil. Oh, let's set this down. Oh, this smells so good. And I'm gonna let this go just for about maybe about 5 more minutes. Just want that, you know, the seasonings and everything to come together in that sauce. Because the longer you cook spaghetti sauce, it's gonna come out really, really nice. And so I want to get this cooked to a point where I'm happy with it before I add in that macaroni, because we definitely don't want to overcook the macaroni, right? Make sense? Yeah, make it make sense, right? So I'm gonna just cover this back up and let this go for about another 5 or 10 minutes, and I'll bring you guys back and we're gonna add in that macaroni, and it's like on. It's about to be on. Okay guys, so welcome back. So I let this actually cook down for like 10 more minutes, and this is where we are right now. Move this. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add in our macaroni. Now, if you're making a bigger portion for like a bigger family, then I would say use the entire box of that elbow macaroni. But it's just me and my husband, and I want leftovers for tomorrow, so I'm gonna start out with 2 cups. Actually, that's what I'm gonna use. Not start out, but I'm gonna use 2 cups of elbow macaroni, and so I'm just gonna pour this in here, and then we're gonna just cover this up And we're going to just let this cook until that macaroni is done, till it's tender. When it's tender, this whole dish is going to be finished. And it's going to be good. And I made some cornbread. Oh, yes. I am about to tear you down. This will go good with like some cornbread, some sweet cornbread. And if you have kids as well, you can also put a little bit of like a pinch of sugar inside of that sauce when you're cooking it. Kids always like things that are sweet. I used to do that for my kids when they were younger. Me and my husband don't really like the sweeter taste of like spaghetti sauce, so I don't add sugar into this. So, yes. So I'll bring you guys back when this is done, all right? Okay, guys, welcome back. So I let this cook down until that elbow macaroni got done, and so now it's all complete, y'all. It's done, and we about to get ready to eat. Look at this. My husband is in there like, oh my gosh, that smells so effing good. I'm like, because it is going to be good. It's going to be good. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Yep, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Trust me. You guys got to make this, though, and let me know what y'all think. And as always, guys, I thank you guys for watching my video, subscribing to my channel, liking it. Don't like it. I appreciate all of it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I hope that you guys have a blessed rest of your day. And I appreciate you. All right? It's JustT, y'all. I'm out because I'm about to eat. Y'all can come get some if you want some, but I'm about to go make me a plate. Y'all have a good one.